Hello there, everyone. In this video, I'm going to be doing an initial checkout on this JVC PC-XCB boombox from the thrift store. It says it's tested and the cassette player works. It was pretty expensive for a thrift store find, but I'm pretty sure this is at least half the price, if not even less, compared to the online ones that I could find. And it comes with a manual, a remote control. This thing is going to be awesome. Alright. I'm going to get the scissors and cut these zip ties. So, let me see how to operate this thing. Looks like it's going to be an all-digital device. Alright, so let me just plug this in. Oh, and in case you didn't notice, I forgot to show this specifically, but on the back, there is a date code sticker. And it indicates that it was made in May of 1998. So it should be at least a decent quality device, judging by that. For some reason, the camera stopped recording all on its own. But either way, I have plugged it in now. I mean the boombox. So let's turn it on. Alright. Let's see how loud this goes. Oh, it's hard for you to... Okay, I don't know what's going on with my camera. Alright. So it goes up to volume level 25. It's got a pretty big display compared to some other boomboxes I've seen at least. And I don't have a tape in here right now. But let's see what the radio is like.
I know that you've poured in a lot of research on multiple things about this ballpark in this series, and something that you're really good at is research.
So it sounds like one speaker may not be quite as loud as the other one. Let's see if maybe I can reconnect the wires on here. Oh yeah, okay, so something's cutting in and out in there. There we go. Alright. Sounds perfect to me now. I can't believe I got this thing. So yeah, it does look a little bit on the gimmicky side with these extra bass enhancement ports, But I'm thinking, especially since it's not an overly flashy design, it shouldn't be too bad. You just have to really watch out for these gimmicky kinds of boomboxes from the 2000s, but I think this one's going to be great. Oh. Whoa, okay. If it'll focus. There we go. The original screen protector is still on. I'm sorry about it not focusing. Alright. That is looking fantastic. Let's switch bands. The tuner's kind of slow to respond. Let's see if we can tune into my jazz station that I like listening to. Well, not my station, the jazz station I like listening to. Okay. It's pretty good with the antenna down. Now let's put it up. Oh yeah, and the antenna looks to be in good condition. It feels a little dusty. I'll wipe it off. But yeah, sounds good. I'm gonna have to shut that off before any copyright music gets me punished on YouTube. Apparently they've been getting more and more strict about that stuff lately. And there is like a scuff here on the JVC logo on one of the speakers, but it's hardly even noticeable. So it actually has 3 different CD slots, which is really cool. Let's see if we can get them to eject. Alright, so there's nothing in there. And I'm going to go ahead and take this CD from my grandmother. She used to be an organist, and I don't think she ever played this organ, but she had this CD, I guess, because she liked listening to it. Although, she has said that she doesn't like organ music that much, but anyway. Let's see. Unfortunately, I'm only going to be able to play a couple of seconds. Oh, good. It actually has multiple CDs in here. That'll give me a chance to test out the different slots. I'm only going to be able to play a few seconds of each song in here because, obviously, the copyright system on YouTube. But, let's see. So let's... okay, there's number 2. Wow, okay. Alright, let's try number 1. Okay. So it does sound like it's working. And let me just grab a cassette tape to put in here. Alright, hopefully this one won't get any copyrighted music identified in my video. Where is the tape button? Oh, of course, I guess if I just press play, it'll go ahead and start playing it. On my other CD cassette tape boombox, you have to actually... Oh, there we go, okay. On the other one, you have to actually select that it's going to be a tape that you're playing. You can't just press the play button, which is kind of weird. I like that this one is not that way. Sounds like bullfrogs on there. Has a little bit of hiss to it, but I think it sounds pretty good. It's entirely possible that this tape has... Oh, I thought maybe it had noise reduction, and it looks like it's actually chromium dioxide tape. Alright, I don't think this has modes for it, but let's check this sound button. Clear. Oh, okay. So it apparently has different equalizer modes.
Call of the pig frog, a common species that inhabits marshes and swamps along the Gulf Coast. Transport yourself to a southern swamp on a warm, sultry night. Listen to the grunts of pig frogs, the occasional link of green frogs, and finally the glick 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 of cricket frogs.
Okay, I think that should be enough for the cassette tape demonstration, so it works perfectly. And now all that's left to do, I think, is tune into a radio station that's just playing a talk program and see just how loud this thing goes. So let me make sure it's not going to start blasting. And it has preset tuning. It's got a lot of presets on there. 15, and I'm guessing that's per band. Yep. Okay, we're gonna tune to WABE.
It was sort of the beginning of the end, that their goal is to end all abortion across the country. And so part of what the FAV wrote.
Let me see if I can get the icon to show up on the camera. Yeah, you can kind of see it on there. So let's see. Actually, I'm going to tune over to the jazz station and just play it for a few seconds. Oh yeah, that's going to get very loud. Alright, let me just put the camera up on the tripod here so I can cover my ears. Yep, that was pretty loud. I could feel my whole body vibrating from it. I don't have a way to measure it right now, but it sounded like it was at least as loud, if not louder than this, which I have measured at, from this distance, about 125 decibels. I'm sure this one would be louder on a different kind of music. I wonder if there's a way to take it off of stereo mode, because it's got an extra hiss in there. Since this station isn't very close to me. I guess not. Alright, now let me just make sure that CD slot 3 is in fact working. It's got a lot of reshuffling to do in there. Oh, I didn't let it eject it, I just pressed the play button. Yep. Right. Now I want to check one last thing, so I'm going to eject this one and then put this into slot number 2 and see if it finishes a track on CD number 1 if it actually goes straight to CD number 2. Actually, I don't know how many tracks it has, so okay. I'll skip to it. And then if I can skip to the end here. Alright, I'm guessing it doesn't actually go straight to CD number 2, which is fine. I just wanted to see if it would do that. And we've got a timer. Sleep mode is on 17:30, 1 hour, an hour and a half, 2 hours, and off. Oops. Wake up. I wonder if you have to press and hold that. Nope. Beat cut is only going to work on AM radio. It's not really doing anything. I think beat cut is supposed to remove interference from the tape mechanism, but either way, I don't expect it would do anything, or I don't expect the tape mechanism would be causing any interference, because if I wanted to record audio, I might end up using a different thing, like I might use one of my cassette decks anyway. Alright, there we go. So now I just want to do two last things. First, I'm going to see if I can disconnect these speakers. Here we go. That's honestly pretty easy to do. It's just kind of high friction, but that's really cool. So now I've got them reversed.
Toads also make breeding calls, and some of these are quite melodious. In the east,
Yep.
the springtime landscape comes alive.
Still sounds good. Alright, and then lastly, I wanted to check this remote control. So thankfully, there are no batteries in here, but unfortunately, there is corrosion. Don't know if you can see it in there, and I don't want to touch the camera to make it focus after I just touched the corrosion, but yeah. Okay, so I'm going to try to clean that off. And I guess I'll make another video demonstrating the remote control. But either way, I've never had one with a remote before, so I don't exactly need one. But there we go. I almost forgot to check for battery corrosion in here. I never use these things on batteries anyway, but it would be good to know that it doesn't have any. And aside from being ridiculously dusty, it in fact does not have corrosion. And here's a look at the informations. that is going to be it with the initial checkout of the JVC PC-XC8. This is the first boombox that I've gotten at all since November 2021, and I've been holding out all this time for a case where I could get a relatively cheap, good working, good sounding boombox, and as luck would have it, that's how it turned out. So thank you for watching.